if y'all haven't seen it, there was a video called "I'm Not Black, I'm Democrat." There was a black woman in it, and she was out of Texas, and it was very interesting because saying that phrase is crazy. It's so true. I'm born black, not a Democrat.
Oh yeah.
You have to earn my vote. And then when I really started putting shit together, this is
all the stars.
Man, it's so crazy how much you're just expected to follow, but yet if you don't, then you're ostracized, you're a coon and all that stuff. But just how are you okay with a party that pulls hot sauce out their purse and says, "Oh yeah, I keep good and damn well Hillary Clinton does not keep hot sauce in her purse."
But that's the catering, and then that's the catering. But what did being a Democrat mean to you at the time? I guess you were
being pro-black.
So Democrat is synonymous with pro-black.
Yeah.
For me, and I'm sure a lot of Democrats and liberals out there still believe this. For me, being a Democrat meant you were on the high morality side of history and society. As a Democrat, you okay, I'm on the right side. I love people. I like people. I'm against racism. I'm against I'm against privilege. I'm for equal rights. There's this morality that is this pushed on the Democrat side is like, if you're a Democrat, you're a morally high person.
Yeah.
Right. And then the messaging over there is also, if you're on the right Republican, you're for self, you're for white people, white supremacy, you're against black and brown people, you're against all these things, and it is made to be evil over there.
and with the way they warp evil, like abortion, for instance. I'm not going to tell anybody how to believe about abortion, but like I'm anti-abortion. But the way they try to structure it, like I don't care what you say, and I get the reasoning for it. I get why. Like, don't come at me about the rape and incest. It's less than 1%.
It's the same thing.
But that's to me that. God, you think God's not going to talk to you about that? Like, if you can believe in church, do you think God's not going to be like,
right?
Well, it was just a fetus. Don't worry. Though you come on into heaven. I got your back. Yeah. It was just 3 times you decided to get an abortion and go to church right after.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
And with Democrats, being a Democrat, I was when I was a Democrat, I was for abortion, right? Because it was women's rights, women's choice. And I was on the same page of, if you have a child and you can't afford it, why put yourself through that? Kill the baby. You know what I'm saying? That's the thinking. That's the I won't call it brainwashing, but that's basically what it is. When you start questioning your own beliefs, and then you realize it's not really your belief. It was injected into you from a young age, indoctrination, so to speak.
You don't want to be alone
with everybody around you. There's also a peer pressure to remain Democrat and liberal, even when you start to wake up and start to question things. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a lot of people that probably are starting to question and are starting to look at the right side and starting to agree with things over there. But your friends and family, your wife, your husband, your brother, you know what I'm saying, your best friend is a liberal, and so you don't want to piss them off or have them look at you sideways.
He doesn't want to have that conversation.
And we're past that now. You know what I'm saying? We've been there. I've been there with my family. I'm sure you have, or still going through it. And it's one of those things where either you could be true to yourself for what you've learned or how you've grown, or cater to the people around you and not grow and just lie to yourself. And you know what I'm saying?
And you know what else got me too is, like, I just ended up, the more I learned, the more I got infuriated with Democratic politicians, because it almost felt like they were preying on my community.
No, for
and they
sure.
were preying on their ignorance. They were preying on their emotions. Like, it hurts me a lot to know that a lot of people I love will just be one way and make excuses for it. And these would be very, very smart, influential people. And I'm not saying that they can't believe in being a Democrat or a leftist, but my thing is it's like some of these policies are meant to destroy. Like, if anybody ever wants to see something interesting, go see how many black children are killed in abortion clinics.
I know, and it's funny. I'm sure they've heard it before, and when you say it, there's zero emotion. Like, I could go back to when I was a Democrat and hear that argument, and I've heard that plenty of times from people. There's zero reaction to it because pro-choice, because women's rights, because yes, we're killing tens of thousands of black babies, but it's a clump of cells.
But here's the thing.
It's not a real person.
But and this is what gets you too. Why are your politicians trying to promote this towards your people like this? Like you out of all the set of people who are taking advantage of this service, you already think the government, white man or whatever is trying to kill you, but we're naturally putting them in that position. You know what I mean? Our children, because that's the true fight for America moving forward in the 21st century. I do believe is more about the right and wrong of it. And the more, and once again, I hate to say it, minorities are pushed to the wrong a lot more for their own personal benefit.